Uh-oh! 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 I'm near a school! Uh-oh! What are you gonna do? Oh! 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 You could end up in jail for that!
How's it going, everybody? After just getting released from jail, Brandon Brootal has been dropping tons of videos. He's been making up for lost time, and throughout these videos, there's a common trend, besides Brandon Brootal just being the cringy guy that he normally always is, and, also explaining to us his history of being emo, which is mildly interesting, just how odd Brandon is, and just how he went about it. But there's a few other things that he's been doing. As you've seen in the intro, Brandon Brootal has been going to schools and publicly posting it, basically bragging to everyone that he's going up to these places and just screwing around. No one really knows why he's there or what he's up to. I mean, he could just be skateboarding. He mentioned that he loves to do that. But we all know Brandon Brootal shouldn't be there, whether legally or morally. Like, he's not the person that needs to be roaming around the school with all the allegations that we know of. And when Brandon Brootal first got released from jail, I'm pretty sure one of the first videos that he dropped was him saying, yeah, someone has to monitor my phone because I don't need to make any more threats, because if I do, I'm getting sent right back. But I'm pretty sure the reason he got locked up last time is because he was skateboarding past a school and some teenagers were yelling some mean things at him, and he didn't take it too well, and he said some things he really shouldn't have, and Brandon Brootal got thrown in a place he really should have. Unfortunately, he didn't get stepbrothered like he should have. He's Brandon, no Brendan and Dell. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was scrolling past and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Brandon Brootal did this. I've got to record this. And I forgot for like 10 minutes. And Brandon Brootal deleted this so fast. Thank God for one of the homies who saved it, and I was able to recover it for you guys. Brandon Brootal knew he made such a huge mistake.
Uh-oh! 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 I'm near a school! Uh-oh! What are you gonna do? Oh! 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 Near a school! Ah! It's elementary school. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm near school. Uh-oh! Ooh! Oh! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Ooh! Oh, you can't do nothing, because the police don't have an issue with it. Because they know I'm not a sicko, so f*** you! Oh, aha! What are you gonna do? I'm near a school! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! What are you gonna do? I'm not attracted to I never looked at all! I never did, never will. Uh-oh! Oh, I'm touching it! You're fake. I'm emo. I'm real emo. You're a fake poser. I'm emo. Okay, I'm a real emo. I've been into emo since 2008, so I'm an elder emo. Oh, let me touch the actual school so I can piss you off more. Uh-oh. Oh! And guess what? The police aren't gonna do anything after this. Ha ha! What are you gonna do?
So this is how Brandon Brootal decides to spend Christmas, not realizing that for like the 20th Christmas in a row, he hasn't got a single family member or anything, and he probably doesn't get that many more Christmas presents anymore, and he might realize, man, I need to get my life together on this day. No, and he also didn't spend any time with his dad, who can barely tolerate him as it is, which you'll see more of that later on in the video, to try to attempt to rebuild that bond before you can't do it anymore. No, that's also not what Brandon Brutal's going to do. He's going to go to a school to prove the trolls wrong. He is emo. It doesn't matter what these teenagers and you trolls say. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't think the best look is when you're trying to prove to everyone that you're not a madman and you're completely sane and all the allegations against you are completely false, by running up to a school and like, look, I can touch anything around here. And even though I'm pretty sure it might be considered trespassing, I was wondering what all the cars passing by might have been wondering what Brandon Brootal was up to, especially after you see his attire. I might be able to show you his attire. If I can't, he might still have it on his community tab on his channel, so you might be able to find it there, but it's a very odd shirt to say the least, and it sounds like Brandon Brootal might be projecting. Then I was also like, how is like 40 police cars not like swarming this building immediately? This entire town had to be waiting on Brandon Brootal to do this exact thing. But no, it had to be some tourist where it was on Christmas and they just wasn't able to catch him on time.
Hello, So this video is about, I guess, my favorite anime characters, and the first one I want to talk about is my most favorite. It's Broly. So like Broly is my favorite from like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. He is awesome, you know. Okay. That's who I imagine myself as. Whenever like people say crap to me, that's what helps me like inflate my ego. Not to be a narcissist, but just to like, you know, make my confidence indestructible to what people say to me, no matter what it is or no matter how much they say it. Nothing but dust.
Hey boy.
I wasn't doing nothing. I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm trying to get ready for bed.
That's why you're talking?
No, I'm
I
just.
heard you in my room.
No, I'm trying to get ready for bed and you're interrupting me.
Interrupt you for go to bed? Dude, what I come here for? I'm in my room. My TV full blast and I hear you.
Yeah, I want to go to bed.
And so you were going to bed, and so you got to talk to yourself before you go to bed? We're going to talk about this, man. You guys got talking. You got to... I'm Broly! Hit me, come on, hit me, you're out of here. Good. Hit me, hit me. Come on, hit me, hit your dad. No. He's nothing. Your dad? Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. You want to bed? Get the out of here.
No, you interrupted my life.
Get the
No. Because I have. You have a disabled person. Yeah.
Just hit you, Dad. Hit me. Please hit me. Shove up your ass. Fuck it up in here. I can't take shit anymore. I can't hear you go to bed. I think shit the up. So I said nice. You start arguing with me? Some shit.
Yeah, because people watching my video. It maintains my confidence and self-esteem. But anyway, yeah, I just imagine myself as Super Saiyan Broly to and that basically makes me like that makes it like impossible for me to have my self-esteem, ego, or confidence hurt. But whatever. So Broly is awesome. He is, like I said, my favorite anime character. Like, I really don't like Frieza. He's like one of my least favorite. He's an evil piece of crap who just kills innocent people. He blew up the earth. So him, and I really don't like Krillin. Krillin's like I think he's an adult, but he looks small like a kid, which is really weird to me because I don't really like it when like an adult looks kind of like a kid. It's weird to me. It weirds me out, yo. Anyway, I just don't like Krillin. I leave myself like completely open to like being called anything because I know it ain't gonna hurt. Whatever. I'm gonna put one more anime character in this video. I'm gonna say it's not like a person or whatever. It's Charmander from Pokemon. Like, Charmander's my favorite Pokemon. That's why I have a Charmander plushie.
So after visiting that school and doing something he definitely shouldn't have, Brandon Brootal returns home and he was feeling himself. You know, the ego was on high. He couldn't believe he conquered one of his fears, almost going back to jail. And he decided he wanted to tell us how he was able to pump himself up. And I guess that's through watching his favorite anime character, Broly. I don't know much about anime, but I would almost guarantee there's tons of characters who represent more of the emo culture, and you would think Brandon Brootal would attach to those characters, but no, Brandon Brootal picks one of the most odd choices I could imagine. It's Broly from Dragon Ball Z. Like, Broly? Brandon Brootal is one of the smallest lolcows out there. Him and Daniel Larson have a very similar frame, but he imagines himself as Broly. When him and his dad were scuffling around, he went to take a bop at his dad's head, and it just bounced right off. Could you imagine thinking you're that brute of a character, and all you can accomplish is just bouncing off of someone's head like a rubber ducky or something? No power whatsoever. But it is kind of fitting if you think about it, because Brandon Brootal just seems like someone who absolutely refuses to grow up. And in the original Dragon Ball Z movies, I'm pretty sure Broly was someone who just refused to grow up. He always hated Goku or something because Goku was crying as a baby. So basically he was just a giant toddler himself, which is a good representation of Brandon Brootal, except Brandon Brootal got all the bad features and none of the good ones.
You have like a lot of worth and value, okay? And who you are is a great person. Unless you're like a predator or something, then you're just a piece of shit. Anyway, but you are like a great person. Like, just, you have worth, you have value. There's a lot of people that call me poser and fake because of crap I do, but I don't need their validation to be myself or to be emo or to be whatever. I just do it anyway. I don't care. So I do get kind of mad when people say I'm like poser or fake or I'm not emo, because I don't like it when I just don't. It makes me angry, but I don't let it like hurt my confidence, my self-esteem, or ego at all. Like, okay, I get big time out in public and on the internet, day and night. Okay? Okay? And my dad, like a long time ago, kind of like me and called me the word because I had eyeliner on. That was a long time ago, though, when I was still bad. And my hair's not long, as it was in that other skateboarding video I deleted, because he forcibly cut it, because he came from like a generation that doesn't see long hair on guys as good. They see it as unprofessional and not masculine and not manly. And I'm gonna quote something from Napoleon Dynamite, you know, because I got that nickname through all 4 years in high school. But anyway, yeah, they called me Napoleon Dynamite, but whatever. Now I'm called Emo Napoleon Dynamite. Well, oh well. Just follow your heart. Yeah. Let me. No, I was gonna try to do the Napoleon dance, but I forgot how it goes. Whatever. Yeah. I dressed up as a Napoleon Dynamite with the wig and the glasses and everything and show up at school before, like a long time ago when I used to go to school. And everyone loved it. It made them laugh. It was so fun. But yeah, like I said, be yourself and don't, if like the way you are is cringy and people are calling you cringe, that's actually like a compliment, because that means you're being really, truly different, you know? Because, like, I'm cringe as bows. But yeah, just be who you are, you know? And know that you have worth and you have value, okay? So
Brandon Brootal just can't seem to wrap his mind around the fact that he will never be trusted again. And when it's online, people can normally only say, Brandon, you're wrong. You just shouldn't be on the internet because you're a despicable person. And he'll defend himself left and right, whether it's on his community tab or in like someone like Nick Nobody's video. He'll do it all day. And when it comes to being in public, you're even less trustworthy, Brandon, because you can actually affect those people. They're going to treat you a whole lot worse. It's to be expected. And let's not forget, while you're making this video, you can hear your dad like moaning in the background. Shouldn't you be like a little more worried about him instead of trying to protect your image or whatever you're trying to do right now? This is the same dude who was so close to kicking you out. With every fiber of his being, you can tell he wanted Brandon Brootal gone, but he chose not to, most likely just because you're his son. But how are you treating him? Well, you're just making cringy videos in the bathroom. That's probably why you're seeming so sketched out, because you know you shouldn't be doing it. And you know what? Brandon Brootal is going to make plenty of videos down the line just showing that he really doesn't care. He's going to go in public, he's going to run around schools, he's not going to take care of his dad, and at the end of the day, he's just going to get online and make a video and tell us how much better he is than someone like Daniel Larson. But the only person who believes that is Brandon Brootal. But I'll definitely believe Brandon Brootal when he tells us that his classmates used to call him the emo Napoleon Dynamite. That name just seems so fitting for him. At first, I was like, this guy kind of seems like Nicky off that old Adam Sandler movie. Him, Herobrine 1, and Jupiter, they all kind of look like the dude a little bit. They might actually be those three devil sons or whatever those dudes were supposed to be. But now that Brandon mentions it, he is definitely just the emo Napoleon Dynamite.
I'm not fake. I'm not a poser or wannabe, okay? I'm actually a real emo. Like, see, I've been listening to My Chemical Romance since 2008, yo. Hold up, I even have the tattoo. Hold up, let me show you. I think, yeah, it's that tattoo, MCR tattoo. This is actually who I really am, okay? I've been dressing emo, doing my hair emo since 2008, so I'm not fake. Because fake people and posers don't last that long, okay? You were still in diapers while I was applying my eyeliner and listening to My Chemical Romance and Fall Out Boy, okay? I was listening to that Panic at the Disco album, Fever You Can't Sweat Out, before you knew how to walk. I take emo very seriously. Just look at my YouTube videos, okay? And my Facebook, Pray Brandon, but I'm changing the name on that Facebook account to Brandon Black. I'm not fake. I've been to Warped Tour, okay? I've been in mosh pits at Warped Tour. I went to the Double or Pot mosh pit. I went to Under Oath mosh pit, Bless the Fall mosh pit. I'm not fake. I'm not a poser, okay? Like, if you weren't around when Circuit City had free popcorn inside of their building, then you can't call me a poser, okay? If you weren't around during that time, then you can't call me a poser, alright? Like, I know a lot of emo things I do are so emo that they're cringes, balls, but I don't care. I'm confident in it, okay? Like, the thing is, a fake person, I can't be fake. I'm not fake. Because a fake person is not able to have the confidence and the self-secureness that I have with the way I look at the music I listen to.
When Brandon Brootal was trying to defend how emo he is, it always reminds me of King Cobra JFS. Just one's emo and one's gothic. They say basically the same stuff because when you're in that kind of subculture, there's always going to be someone who's a little more emo than you and just a little more gothic than you. So they can just call you out for it. You don't have to defend yourself every single time, but they're going to do it non-stop. And honestly, if you put these two in a room together, Brandon Brootal and King Cobra, it would probably end up like a South Park scene. There'd be so many great clips I would like to include right now, but at least you guys can get to watch South Park gameplay to put you in the feel just a tad bit.
I'm sorry, I need to go to the adult daycare. Okay, here we go. Anyway, I'm elder, you know. And then in 2008, what I did was burned the stupid American Eagle clothes I was wearing, burned that crap to the ground, and then started dressing in all black and going to cemeteries and shit. Oh yeah, and also in 2008. Yeah, the thing is, both sides of my family aged gracefully, and I don't have the balding gene. As in, I'll never lose my hair. I'm always gonna have a full head of hair, so I'm gonna be able to pull off the email look for like the rest of my life, which I plan to, which I am going to. But yeah, sure. So I got my lumps. So yeah. Anyway, I'm so obsessed with my hair, man. Anyway, so yeah, so assets and tattoos, like, okay, here we go. Sorry. I'm gonna get like right up here, I think on my upper arm, I'm gonna get it to say emo since 2008. I don't really want to label myself emo, but I just want that kind of tattoo there, emo since 2008, to remind me of when I first got into it. Anyway, yeah. And I also have some The Used albums. And yeah. Now, I used to have a friend back then who really likes The Used big time. I think she has like a The Used Anemia album. I don't know if that's what that album name is, but yeah, I think she got that on like her bicep or upper arm or something. I don't know. I think her name. I met her at Hot Topic when my sister brought me there a long time ago, and we used to hang out and crap. But yeah, but she kind of drifted away from me like a few years ago. I was enough for her when she was at her lowest. And then she, years ago, was gonna get like a tattoo of me, but thank God she didn't. Oh man, that would have been bad. Cause my rep, but anyway, but my rep doesn't reflect my character. Well, anyway, so yeah. Anyway, and I'm gonna do it for the rest of my life. Anyway, like, my back's really hurting, and I gotta go over to the adult daycare, okay?
Wait, you don't want to be labeled as emo? I was pretty sure your entire life goal was just to prove to everybody how emo you are. And I don't think a good step in the direction is to literally get printed on you, emo 2008. It's like he's a toy or something, he's branded himself. If this is your entire life, why would you need a reminder of what year this happened to you? You seem to remember it just fine. You woke up one day, you was like, you know what, I'm getting rid of all of these preppy clothes. This music I'm listening to, this is going to guide my soul. Little did you know it was actually the worst decision you could have made, because that kind of drove you and your dad apart. You gained this rebellious attitude and just chose to never work, I'm pretty sure. I'd imagine Brandon Brootal had a few jobs, but I'd also not be too surprised if someone was like, no, Brandon Brootal has never worked a day in his life, and that would also make a lot of sense to me as well. And when you wake up with dyed black hair, wearing your black clothing, your entire closet's black, isn't that a reminder enough? But no, go ahead, Brandon. I actually want to see him get that tattoo.
I don't want to conform. I don't want to meet society's expectations. I definitely don't want to be what the majority of people call normal. I don't want to be like the majority, so I don't want to be mainstream. Yeah, I just don't want to. And being alternative is basically alternative style is like a protest against normal, what's normal. So yeah, back in 2008, after I got out of high school, I burned my stupid American Eagle clothes because I was dressing like a prep back then, wearing an American Eagle. I was like preppy. It was disgusting. But then, like, once I found out what emo and scene was and stuff like that, I pretty much burned my American Eagle clothes. I burned my prep clothes. I started visiting cemeteries a whole lot. Like, I was skateboarding around a whole lot and visiting cemeteries. Yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, so I still keep up the mostly black look that I had back then. And then the year after 2008, once 2009 came, I dyed my hair black for the first time, and my hands were all black. And because that was me dyeing my hair black for the first time.
The comparisons between King Cobra JFS and Brandon Brootal, they really just don't end, do they? As soon as he mentioned buying some black hair dye and getting it all over his hands, it instantly reminded me of the King Cobra JFS classic video. The one difference is, I knew Brandon Brootal didn't have to go to work later. So, I was like, I don't think there will be many other opportunities to watch this classic video on this channel, so let's watch it right now. Some of the best moments of King Cobra's best video of all time, at least in my opinion.
I got paid Wednesday, and I thought I had to work at 11:30 today, so I called for a ride and got my check cashed early, which is really nice, you know, and all that. Oh, it turns out I have to work till 5 tonight, so here's the case. So I got some hair dye. I'm gonna do that in a bit. Some Axe Dark Temptation cologne. Hold that on. Hello. What were you saying? No, I was shopping. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I'm out at the apartment. Son of a bitch. Wow. Well, I feel like an idiot. I misread the days, and it's Thursday, not Friday. I was supposed to come in at 11:30 to 7, but they said I can come in at 4, so... Alright, what time is it? Alright, I got plenty of time. Yikes. Wow, I feel like an idiot. I feel like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this guy. I've got an avatar. Holy shit. My skin's all blue from the black hair dye.
I'm like, people say I'm like weird or cringy. I'm like, thank you. It's way better than normal. Yeah, so. Yeah, and I will be dyeing my hair black soon, putting my black eyeliner back on soon. Once I flatten my hair every morning. I put on my eyeliner every morning when I have it, which I don't right now. I make sure my nails are good, which I can't do anymore because I just ran out of black nail polish. And I dress the way I dress, you know, and stuff like that. How many people me, no matter who me, it includes bands I listen to, and no matter how much I get or where I get, it's not gonna affect me looking different. I'm still gonna look, you know, different and look the alternative emo or scene or even goth the way I like to look, okay? So yeah.
What a life. Even some of your favorite bands are dissing you. That's how you know you're at the lowest point you can get. But knowing how lolcows are, there's always another bottom of the barrel. I don't know how they achieve it, but they always seem to manage it. But I guess that's the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like. If you haven't already, subscribe, follow the socials down below. I'll catch you guys next time.